Now, before anything, you need to understand that the OSI model that I explained in the earlier video, they are teaching methods. They are just what you need to understand at a basic level. Now, the one that actually compensates the real world scenario, the real world attack and defense in cybersecurity is the TCP/IP model. So you see TCP/IP model, this model are the one that actually group the 7 layers of OSI model, group it into 4 layers so that it will be very easy to implement on every system. So this one is actually the one that shows the real world application system. So now let's go into it. The TCP IP model is actually the one that groups all the OSI model into simpler form so that application can be easier to build and use and secure. So that is the essence of the TCP/IP model. So now let's go into the TCP IP model and understand different kind of things that happen there. Now the layer 4 of TCP IP model is what we call the application layer. Now you see this layer is the one that combines the OSI model layer 7, layer 6 and layer 5 together. So layer 7 and layer 6 and layer 5 of the OSI model, they are the one that we call the application layer in TCP and IP model. So this is where we see that the WhatsApp work, our message is being encrypted, and we are maintained. You understand? We are maintained. We are connected to the person we are chatting with. So it is this application layer that group those 3 things together that shows that we have those 3 things. So that shows that we have those 3 layers of OSI model in this layer 4, which is the application layer. So it is in this layer that we are able to access our WhatsApp. Our message is being encrypted as we send it to our friend. Then we and our friend, we are connected to one another and we are able to communicate. So that is the application layer. The kind of attack that can happen in this application layer of TCP IP model. Number 1 is phishing. Phishing can happen whereby somebody can forge a fake website that look like WhatsApp, you understand, and use it to collect different people's credentials. That's number 1. Number 2 is API abuse, while number 3 is fake. Now, what are the defense systems that WhatsApp has put in place to secure this application layer? Number 1 is that WhatsApp has enabled multi-factor authentication, so that if at all, if somebody have your login details, they won't be able to log in because there will be another layer of security, that is multi-factor authentication. Number 2 things that WhatsApp actually implement to secure this application layer is they apply what we call end-to-end encryption, and they did that using TLS 1.2 or 1.3. Then number three thing that WhatsApp has actually implemented to secure this application layer is they make sure that they did what we call secure coding, meaning that they made it refined to in a security manner while they were building the app. And that's why it's very, very rare for attack to happen in this layer, especially on WhatsApp. It's very, very rare because they have actually implemented a lot of security, a lot of secure coding. So that is application layer. Now the layer 3 of TCP IP model is what we call transport layer. You see this layer is exactly the layer 4 of OSI model. So they are both transport layer and transport layer. It is in this layer where those messages that you are trying to send on WhatsApp, they got broken into pieces and they are now delivered to your friend using TCP or UDP protocol. So the TCP ensures that the message actually gets to where it is going, while UDP doesn't care in this layer. Now, what are the kind of attack that can happen here? Number 1 is DDoS attack. Attacker can decide to flood the traffic with malicious packets. So they can flood it using SIM flood. That's number 1. Number 2 is attacker can try to scan WhatsApp. They can try to scan it and see the kind of operating system or the kind of things that are running on the WhatsApp, so that they can see everything before they attack. So those are the kind of attack that can happen in this layer. I'm using WhatsApp as a case study so that you can understand. Now, what are the things that WhatsApp security has actually put in place to protect this kind of thing from happening? So number 1 is that WhatsApp has implemented firewall. The firewall actually filter any kind of bad traffic that look like maybe DDoS attack or any kind of thing. So they are put it there to block that kind of attack. Number 2 is that they have actually put rate limiting, so that when you are trying to brute force or you are trying to log in and your credentials is not actually what it is, so they believe that it is actually DDoS or brute force attack, They set up rate limiting so that it will block you after 3 attempts or any kind of attempts. So this is rate limiting. Then number 3 is that they have actually implemented and put in place what we call the IDS and IPS. So the IDS, intrusion detection system, to detect any kind of malicious movement, the intrusion prevention system to prevent any kind of attack that is happening. Another thing that they have put there is DDoS protection. They have actually implemented a very strong DDoS protection so that if you try to flood their app, it will not affect them, and they are going to actually track you down and get you. So those are the things that they have actually implemented on their system to defend and protect people that are using the app. Now, the layer 2 of the TCP and IP. This layer is what we call the network layer. This network layer is exactly the same network layer in OSI model. So in this layer, the sender IP address and the receiver IP address is attached to the data that the sender wants to send, so that it can actually locate the right receiver, so that it will not go to another place. So that is what this network layer is. Now, what are the kind of attack that can happen in this layer? What are the kind of things that hackers can actually do in this layer? Number 1 is IP spoofing. So attacker can pretend to be your sender and they will send you something. So that is IP spoofing. Number 2 is ICMP flooding. They can decide to flood that particular application. You understand, that particular application with a lot of malicious packets. So those are the kind of attack that can happen. Now, what are the defense that WhatsApp has actually put in place to prevent this kind of thing from happening? Number 1 is network firewall. WhatsApp has actually implemented network firewall to filter any kind of malicious traffic. That's about it. Number 2 is IP pinning. WhatsApp ensure that nobody can mimic or nobody can hijack another person's IP in WhatsApp application. So you can't mimic an IP and use it to send message to another person. It's not possible. Number 3 is IP filtering. They make sure they filter IP. Any malicious IP, they filter it out. They only allow the good IP to have access to the system. Number 4 is they enable monitoring. So they monitor with different kind of tools that they have in the organization. So those are the kind of defense system that has been put in place. Now let's go to the last layer. Now layer 1 is network access layer. This is the layer that map the layer 2 and layer 1 of the OSI model. So it is in this layer that the data move from the sender phone, you understand, go to its internet service provider. Then before it now actually move through fiber optics or air to the person that actually want to receive the message. Now, what are the kind of attack that can happen in this layer? Number 1 is ARP spoofing. ARP spoofing is when the attacker is actually beside the sender, so that he now tries to trace the network of the sender and mimic or pretend to be the receiver, such that it now hijack the message that the sender is trying to send to the receiver. That is ARP spoofing. Another thing they can do is packet sniffing. Attacker can be beside the sender and sniff the messages that the sender is trying to send to the receiver, and be able to capture it and reveal the sensitive information there. The defense that has put in place. This is not actually defense from WhatsApp. This is defense on those physical devices that we use at all. Like the router that the sender is using to connect to the internet. They have implemented what we call WAPA 3 or WAPA 2, so that it can actually prevent packet sniffing or IP spoofing or any kind of thing. So that has been in place. That is WAPA 3 security. If you check most of those routers I use at home, just check the back, you see WAPA 3, WAPA 2 and all those things. So those things, they are their security measure for this layer. Then if this organization use secure switches, they make sure that the switch they are using has enough security to protect this kind of attack from happening. They make sure that that switch can actually verify any kind of ARP or MAC networking within the organization. Then another thing that organizations do is segmentation. They separate audio network. They separate user network from the admin network. They separate admin network from server network. So everybody has their own network. Then the last security that organizations used to enforce is physical security. They make sure that there is only security in the organization to protect physical infrastructure from the damage. So those are the 4 layers of TCP/IP model. If you like this video, please like, follow, and share. for more details. See you in my next video.